Hello students of Standard 10. You are going to learn about the physical features of India. Today you are going to learn about the mountain goal of the north, which is the Great Himalayas. There are many landforms and physical features. Among all other physical features, this is one of the most important physical features. This mountain goal located in the north is very important. It is located in the northern part of India, forms a mountain wall. It protects India from severe cold wind which blows from north, and also it forms mountain barrier to bring rainfall all over India by southwest monsoon. If you see the birth of this great Himalayas, it was formed in tertiary period. It is a good example of young fold mountains. Young fold mountains were formed in tertiary period about 25 to 30 million years ago, when these Himalayas also were formed. Before this period, before the formation of Himalayas, the northern part, which was known as Angara land, and southern part, which was known as Gondwana land, between these two large landmasses, there was a large sea, which was known as Tethys Sea. During a long period of time, due to the deposition of alluviums brought by the rivers in Tethys Sea, it was changed into a large alluvial plain. And due to the interior pressure, wrinkles and folds were formed. And this is the way Himalayas were formed. It is a very long physical feature from Jammu Kashmir to northeast Arunachal Pradesh. It is about 3000 kilometers long. And in the central part, if we see its width, it is about 150 to 400 kilometers. There are three parallel ranges. The northernmost part, which lies in the parts of Nepal, is known as Himadri. This is the area where high mountain peaks, which have ice peaks, they are located. Himadri is the part of the Greater Himalaya. It is also known as the Greater Himalaya. And in this part, the highest mountain peak in the world, which is famous, Mount Everest, is located. And its height is 8,848 kilometers. And the second highest mountain peak is located in Sikkim, that is Kanchenjunga. And that is also second highest, not in the world, but in Himalayas, the second highest mountain peak. Himadri's average height is about 6,000 meters above the sea level. The second parallel mountain range south of Himadri is known as Himachal. Himachal is also known as Lesser Himalayas. Its average height is about 4,500 meters above the sea level. In this Himachal, there are hill stations located in Uttarakhand. They are Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital. All these are located in Himachal because its height is not very high and the weather conditions are not extreme. The third parallel range located south of Himachal Shivalik. It is also known as Outer Himalayas, and this is located north of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. This is the area which is not very high but about 1250 meters high at some places. In this Shivalik Hills, which is the joining part of the Great Plains, Northern Plains, the foothills of Himalayas is the part of Shivalik. In this part, rivers deposit the large particles as they flow fast over the steep and gentle slope. All of a sudden, when they reach at the plain area, they deposit all the large particles, conker, pebble and larger rocky particles, and that is known as Bhabar. So the foothills of Himalayas are known as Bhabar region, which is in this area Bangar soil is found, where large particles and all alluviums are found, which is not very good and fertile. So these are the three important parallel ranges which are located in Himalayas. Just north of it, if we see, Trans-Himalayas are located. North of Himadri, Trans-Himalayas is located, and in this part, Karakoram range is also lying. In Karakoram range, K2, which is also known as Godwin Austen, is the second highest mountain range in the world. So, this is world famous high mountain peak, second highest mountain peak, which is also located in Jammu Kashmir and on Karakoram mountain. If we see its location, whether it is located in the western part or it is located in the eastern part or central part, according to location, in the western part, the parts of Himalayas which is found, that is found in Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh. The central Himalayas, where the parallel ranges are found, and that is north of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar and West Bengal. And eastern Himalayas are found east of West Bengal, that is in Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura, all these areas. So, continuous ranges are also found in the eastern part, and the continuation is also in Myanmar. In the eastern part, in Meghalayas, there are mountain hills which are Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Naga, Patkai, Mizo. All these hills are the parts of Himalayas. These all together are named as Purvanchal hills. So these Purvanchal hills are also the parts of Himalayas. If you see their significance, the significance of Himalayas, first of all, I have mentioned it is very important to form a mountain barrier or climatic divide. Because of Himalayas, very severe cold in winter, which blows from Central Asia, cannot reach to India, and there is cool weather, not very cold and extreme weather conditions are there in winter. Because of Himalayas, India receives good rainfall by southwest monsoon. It forms a high mountain barrier, so the southwest monsoon winds cannot pass across it. One statement is true. You should know, if there were no Himalayas, India would be a desert. It is true. If there were no Himalayas, there would not be rainfall. There would no rainfall. There will be no rainfall all over India. Because of Himalayas, India is receiving rainfall. There are many rivers which are originating or rising from Himadri. They are perennial river and they are fast flowing rivers. They form waterfalls and also that is useful to generate hydroelectricity. So the Himalayas are very good to generate hydroelectricity. The forested areas, dense forested areas in the northeast because of good rainfall, these forested areas are very important because they provide lot of important wood for timber, for furniture. Also there are some medicinal plants which are also found in these forests. Also, if you see the Himalayas, they are very important for agriculture. How? The large Ganga plain or Indo-Gangetic plain which have been formed due to the deposition of alluviums brought by the rivers which are originating from Great Himalayas. So they are very good and fertile as these rivers bring good fertile soil and that is full of minerals and organic materials. So, at the last, you should remember Himalayas are very important for the tourism. Lakhs of tourists throughout the year come to visit this area because of very high mountain ranges, icy peaks and beautiful scenic scene which is presented due to the Himalayas that attracts tourists from other countries from all over the world come here to see the large great Himalayan ranges. There are some passes in this you must have studied in history. Khyber Pass between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Bolan Pass located in Pakistan, Karakoram Pass in Jammu Kashmir, then Shivkila Pass in Himachal Pradesh, Nadula Pass in Sikkim. So all these passes are very good for communication, for transport. And in ancient period, this was the passes which were used by the invaders. So, the physical features of India. In that you have studied now the Great Wall of the North, that is about Himalayas. Do remember. Thank you.